Tuloy.
Hello! Hello sa inyo lahat at magandang hapon mga moms, mga mga beb, and cheers to our beautiful minds! I'm Makoy Dubs at ngayong araw we will celebrate the culmination of our Mental Health Awareness Month with this concert entitled Tuloy PH, a community in Symphony. At syempre kasama ngayon ay isang masugid na tagapagsulong ng mental health sa ating bansa, Naiko! Hi, Naiko!
Yes, at magandang hapon sa ating lahat. I am Naiko Bautista, a mental health advocate and volunteer, at ako po ang inyong co-host para sa malaman at masayang event na ito. Ayan, kamusta ka naman, Makoy?
Nako, Naiko, I'm doing well. Medyo maulan lang, pero syempre kahit umuulan, tuloy-tuloy ang laban. There is sunshine after the rain. Ikaw, kamusta ka ngayon, Naiko? How are you coping up these days?
Well, actually, totoo yan, Makoy. Talagang medyo nakaka-down ng konti yung ating weather, but then katulad ng sinabi mo, there will always be sunshine after the rain. So ngayon, inaabangan ko yung sunshine. Pero siguro bukas pa, kasi pa sundown na tayo ngayon. Yes, pero Makoy, ang tanong ng bayan ngayon, bakit nga ba tayo nandito? At para saan ba itong concert natin to?
Yes, of course, Naiko, because ang Tuloy PH ay isang avenue para sa iba't ibang organizations na nagsusulong ng mental health care at service delivery. So kung may mga alam kayo dyan sa mga viewers natin, you can add more organizations through the link below. At nagkaroon nga din tayo ng awareness campaign using digital art contest at later i-announce natin ang mga mananalo, no? Ang mga panalo. At syempre bago matapos ang programa, aabangan nila yan. Kaya stay tuned mga beb!
Yes, talaga namang napaka-exciting nito, Makoy. At talagang what you know, you can save lives, diba? At magaganda yung entries natin sa contest na ito. And dugtungan ko lang, no? Ang Tuloy PH ay unang collaboration of the LoveYourself Incorporated through its Flourish Circle program at kasama ang MentalHealthPH at ang MindGames by Claudia. At hindi basta-basta ang concert natin today. Mayroon tayong 3 segment para ma-highlight ang frameworks for healthier mental well-being, at ito ay ang sarili o self, ang society at ang sistema.
Yes, at nakaka-intriga naman yung pa-framework. Talagang meron kang self, society, and system. Oo. Kaya nakaka-excite, di ba? Lalo ako, Naiko sa mga performances. Pero syempre, bago tayo ma-excite lalo, request ko lang naman sa ating mga beb, no? Press the share and hit that love button at i-acknowledge rin natin ang ating mga sponsors and partners. Sino-sino ba sila, Naiko?
Yes, that's right, Makoy. Tuloy PH, a community in Symphony, is brought to you by SKPA Philippines, Filipinas Shell Foundation Incorporated, AIDS Healthcare Foundation, PhilHealth, the Champion Community Centers Network, MindGames by Claudia, MentalHealthPH, Love Yourself, and the Flourish Circle.
Thank you very much, Naiko. So, mga beb, sa ating mga viewers, ready na ba kayo? At kung ready na kayo, simulan na natin by popping a 911 by Lady Gaga with the Addlib dance performance.
Yes, ibang klase naman talaga. Sobrang production number talaga. Alam mo, Makoy, my biggest enemy is me. Ito ang lyrics na tumatak sa akin sa napakagandang dance interpretation ng The Addlib. At sa totoo lang, napakahirap naman talagang kalabanin ng ating mga sarili. Kaya maraming salamat sa The Addlib.
Yes, totoo dyan. Tamang-tama ka dyan, Naiko. And our relationship with ourselves is among the most important. Yan ang pinaka-importante. Lalo-lalo na sa pagtanggap at pagkilala natin sa ating mga sarili. Doon natin nalalaman ang ating halaga at halaga ng pagtuloy, 'di ba? Continue lang, laban lang ng laban sa ating buhay. Ano man ang kaharapin natin in the future. Alam mo, personal kong naranasan yan, ano? Kaya napaka-meaningful nitong susunod nating performance kasi meron silang linya roon at ang sabi nila, huwag mong hahayaang ikaw ay masanay sa kadiliman. O, di ba, ang bongga? Naranasan ko ito. And of course, alam kong meron at merong darating bukas.
Hi guys, we're Sasaya.
We're Sasaya. At kami ay napakalapit ng puso namin as a band sa mental health community dahil isa sa mga advokasya talaga namin yan bilang isang banda. Kaya rin Sasaya ang pangalan ng aming banda dahil hindi tayo lagi masaya para sa mga iba sa atin. Bihira pa nga yun mangyari sa atin. Pero makakasiguro tayong laging sasaya at sasaya kahit gaano ka pa kalungkot o kalugmok. Kaya maraming salamat sa Tuloy PH for inviting us here. At itong una naming kanta ay pinamagatang bukas at ang mensahe nito at pati ng aming banda na kahit anong nangyayari sa araw ngayon, bukas magbabago rin ang lahat. Bukas hindi necessarily literal na kinabukasan mismo, pero yung bukas na yun na magbabago rin ang lahat. Darating at darating yan. Sana ma-enjoy nyo itong aming munting handog na kanta na pinamagatang bukas.
Bukas, magbabago rin ang lahat. Kaibigan, huwag umiyak. Ika'y aking tatabihan.
Yung pagtabi namin sa inyo, suspended muna. Diba? Buhat ng coronavirus. Diba? Safe side tayo. Social distancing. Okay? Yung pagtabi namin sa inyo, virtual lang muna. From afar. Hanggang sa... Okay na ulit lahat. Sa pagkat ang mga problema ay ibayo kayang festival. Kikinig sa'yo. Huwag mong hahayaan ikaw ay nasali sa pagdiliman. At ikaw masilaw ka.
Kaibigan, wag umiyak, ika'y aking tatabihan. Sapagkat ang mga problema mo ay di tayo kayang pasabay. Huwag mo kakalimutan, nandito lang ako na kaibigan mo.
Uy, thank you Thank you sa mga sumubay.
Ba't
So
nawala?
yun na siya. Tapos na. Cox?
Guys,
Cox?
naririnig niyo pa ba ako? Guys. Di bale, bukas na lang.
So yun yung una naming kantang Pinamagatang Bukas. Sana nagustuhan nyo. Itong pangalawang kanta naman namin ay Pinamagatang Lambing. At sinulat namin to nung kami ay dumadaan nga sa kadiliman. At merong isang linya dito sa kanta na sinabi ko, ayoko na matakot sa dilim o hindi na ako natatakot sa dilim. Dahil itong kanta to ay tungkol sa lambing na naramdaman namin mula sa Panginoon. Kaya kami nakalagpas doon sa kadiliman na yon at gusto naming i-share sa inyo. So sana magustuhan nyo itong pangalawa naming kantang Pinamagatang Lambing.
Hayaan mong ako'y maligaw sa iyong tingin. Hayaan mong ika'y tabihan sa iyong bighati. Hahagan upang gumaan ang bigat sa iyong dibdib. Damhin mo ang aking pagkakal sa'yo, tinatagong parang. Damhin mo ang aking pagkakal sa'yo, nakakabigat
Sa'yo ako'y handang tumaya lang panghabang buhay. Ikaw lang ang tanging nagparamdam sa buhay ko ng buhay. Pila ng kagustuhan, ikaw ang aking kanlunan, laging nandyan kung kailangan.
Oh, paano natin magbalik? Madami kang mas kukulit, mas nakakainis, mas nakakangiti. Tanggin mo ang aking pagyakap sa'yo, tinatagong pangarap. Tanggin mo ang aking halik sa'yo, nakakabigan. Yes, Lord. Itong kantan to sinulat namin as a prayer, lalo na yung susunod na verse. Kaming banda naniniwala kami na prayer is a weapon against fear, against anxiety, against insecurity na talamak ngayon sa hindi lang sa bansa natin, pati sa buong mundo dahil sa pandemic na to. At naniniwala rin kami na hindi nalilimitahan ng teknolohiya ang Panginoon. No, na kahit magkakalayo tayo, hindi man tayo connected physically, we are connected by faith. And
Gusto ko lang kayo, at this point, I want to invite you to pray with me. Just close your eyes and agree in prayer with me. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Yes, thank you. Panginoon, ang takot ko ngayon ay sanggain. Sa mundo ngayong nababalot sa dilim, sa salamin, pag-ibig mo lang ang sumalamin. Sabihin sa akin ang gagawin, ikaw lang ang didinggin. Paunawa sa akin at paintindi na di ko kailangan maghanap buhay, hindi. Pagkat ang buhay sa'yo, di ko kailangang hanapin o hingin. Di kailangan ko lamang tanggapin. Panginoon, ayoko nang matakot sa dilim. Ang puso ko'y paliwanagin, ako'y bihagin sa iyong lambing. Ang liwanag mo sa akin at ang mundong madilim, paghiwalayin, gawing kaaya-ayos sa iyong paningin. Hingahan mo pa ako ng buhay. Ang salita mo lamang ang hihingahin. Sa iyong pahingahan ako yung dalhin. Sa iyong tabi ako yung pagpahingahin. Kunin mo lahat ng pagod ko't lungkot ako'y hilahin. Lahat ng paghihirap ko na'y kunin. Sa pagdating ng aking paghihimlay, mawawala ng aking pagkatamlay. Matatapos na ang aking paghihintay. Ang pagkatao ko lamang ang mamamatay. Kaya't sabay-sabay kaming magdidiwang ng walang humpay. Panginoon, sa piling mo may walang hanggan ng buhay. Di ba yan ang ipinangako mong tagumpay? Kaya't sa pangako mo nga'y kami dadantay. Dahil ang mga pangako mo'y di kailanman sasablay. Panginoon, salamat sa pagmamahal mo sa amin. Ang katulad ko nga'y nagawa mong patawarin. Ang pag-ibig mo'y sa mundo ngayon'y paghariin. Nang mawala na ang takot ko sa dilim. Amen, amen, amen. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Ayan, and thank you, Sasaya Band, for those very special messages and those performances. Kaya kung may nararanasan ka sa sarili mo, alalahanin mo na may darating na bukas at maaalpasan din ang dilim. Pero sana all, no? May naglalambing, no, Makoy?
Oo nga, nako, sana all meron talaga ng lalambing, lalong-lalo na ngayon, Naiko, medyo malamig at maulan. Yes. Sana all talaga.
Totoo. But then, before anything else, we would like to do a shout out for Miss Stephanie Claire Juan. I believe that she is watching us right now. Hi, Miss Stephanie. Ayan. And our next performer is an epitome of an empowered self, a talented woman. And she surely has overcome tons of challenges. She's been using her voice to move mountains and speaking out her poems to inspire more people. Let's listen intently to her TikTok, or rather, her poetry on mental health. Please show some love for Indigo Pai.
Hi, I'm Indigo Pai. I'm a spoken word artist, a writer, journalist, and a mental health advocate. The piece I'm about to share with you is a little free verse for the youth, for Gen Z, but also for anybody that may have a different mental health journey, for anybody that does not adhere to the usual, and for everyone that needs to remember that toxic positivity is not it. Enjoy the piece. How are you? Have you asked yourself lately, kumusta ka? Tingnan lang mo sarili mo, hey, how are you? Kumusta ka? Okay, this is not a TikTok, this is a poem. But you know, sometimes we have to use different avenues to get the same message across. It's like when Elsa is back up and you have to go through all of those other side streets, right? Listen, not everyone's journey is linear. Not everyone is going to recover immediately. Wake up and feel like, oh my god, the darkness is gone. Sometimes, the darkness stays with you even when the sun is shining. But guess what? You're gonna be okay, Starshine. Because at the end of it all, you hang on for yourself, and maybe not. If the only reason you are still alive is because BTS is releasing a new single, or because your mama is making your favorite peanut butter sandwich when she comes home from Saudi, from work, or your favorite artist just released a new painting that you want to save up for. I always say this, nothing is insignificant if you keep going. So keep going. Mahirap man paniwalaan dahil marami ang nagsasabi na ang mental health ay pangmayaman o ang mental health issue ay gawa-gawa lamang. Alam mo ang totoo. At alam mo na may mga naniniwala sa'yo. Di ba okay yun? Di ba masaya? Di ba okay ka? Sometimes we do silly things. And we look silly. Because we don't know how else to deal with it. But you know what? That's okay. That's part of it. Tatandaan mo na laging kahit ano pa ang ginagawa mo para lang mabuhay ka pa. May sense yun dahil may sense ka. Happy Mental Health Month, everybody. Bye. If you like that poem, you can follow me at Indigo Pai on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook and YouTube as Indigo Pai. And if you happen to get the Philippine Daily Inquirer at home, watch out for my articles in the super section. Also, if you want to know more about my mental health journey and my poetry, you can also reach out to me via email. Contact details are on all my social media. And if you're following me and not following quite possibly my favorite poet of all time, you might as well follow the LKN poetry down here. Thanks, MentalHealthPH. I love you.
Oh my God, that was very, very heartfelt. Sorry, I just wanna reiterate lang yung sinabi ni Indigo Pai. Sabi nga, as long as kaya mo mabuhay, may saysay ka. Oh, di ba ang ganda? And in short, toxic positivity shouldn't be in. Kaya mga beb, nako, maging mabait tayo sa isa't isa, sa ating mga sarili. Huwag natin baliwalain ang ating mga nararamdaman at nararamdaman ng iba. And it doesn't matter how you look while expressing yourself. And it's part of it. Of course, maraming salamat, Indigo Pai, sa pagpapaalaala sa amin. Grabe na heartfelt ako doon. So, I'm very touching kasi siya. Anyway, for our next performer is a celebrity royalty. Pero maliban dyan, siya lang naman ang nagsimula ng MindGames, isang campaign na tumatalakay sa mental health at pagpapahalaga sa sarili. Ngayong hapon, inaanyayahan niya tayo na magkaroon tayo ng better days ahead. Please welcome Claudia Barretto.
Hi everyone, it's me, Claudia. Mental health is a very personal experience. And not until recently have I started talking about my own personal struggle with it. Growing up, I struggled with depression and generalized anxiety disorder. And it wasn't until I started talking about it with people who cared about me most that I started really learning how to manage through it. Besides that, I started to really educate myself on how to upkeep my mental health and what I can possibly do to maintain my well-being. My message to anyone who is going through something difficult is that everything is temporary. It gets better eventually, and there are always people who care about you. And don't lose hope. There are people who care about you, and I am one of them.
Oh, I know that there'll be better days. Oh, that sun's about to come my way. May we never ever shed another tear for today. 'Cause oh, I know that there'll be better days. Waking up in California, but these clouds, they won't go away. Every day is like another story. I'm just trying not to go insane. City shining so bright, so many dark nights, so many dark days. Anytime I feel the paranoia, I close my eyes and I pray. Oh, I know that there'll be better days. Oh, that sun's about to come my way. May we never ever shed another tear for today. 'Cause oh, I know that there'll be better days. But we can up to a new year. Got the past, million miles away. Waking up with a new fear, but I know it'll wash away. Whatever you do, don't worry about me. I'm thinking about you, don't worry about us. 'Cause in the morning everything can change, yeah. Time will tell you it does. Oh, I know that there'll be better days. Oh, that sunshine about to come my way. May we never ever shed another tear for today. 'Cause oh, I know that there'll be better days, better days, better days. May we never ever shed another tear for today. 'Cause oh, I know that there'll be better days. May we never ever shed another tear for today. 'Cause oh, I know that there'll be better days.
Ayan, maraming salamat, Claudia. There are truly better days for us. And so please keep loving yourselves and remind yourselves that there is someone out here or a community that will listen to you.
That's right, Naiko. And of course, finding a community that helps us thrive as ourselves is key in improving our mental health. An accepting community expands one's identity to care, not only for themselves but for others as well.
Yes, kaya naman Makoy, sa segment nating ito, ipapakita natin ang iba't ibang mga organisasyon at individual na nagbubuklod sa isang komunidad para magkaroon tayo ng access sa services at support tungkol sa mental wellness.
Yes, at ang unang dalawa nating mga bisita ay parehas na tumatalakay at nagbibigay ng kalingaan sa mga kabataan. Without further ado, let's listen to your millennial psychologist, Rian Portuguese, and Talang Dalisay for their community messages.
Hi, my name is Rian Portuguese, your millennial psychologist, and I'm the founder of YMP, or Your Millennial Psychologist. I created my page in 2016 because I noticed that a lot of people are asking me questions related to board examination, psychology, and questions related to my advocacies. So to address those concerns and to reach wider audience, create ko siya. And then, after 2 years, nag-increase na yung audience ko. And I decided to invite like-minded people. So I have my co-founders with me. I have Admin Tosca and Admin Gladys.
I'm Gladys Canillo, or also known as Admin G. I'm also the co-founder of Your Millennial Psychologist. And as well as Rian, I'm also a psychologist.
Hi, I'm Tosca Bernardino, or Admin T. I'm a psychometrician, and I'm also pursuing my MA in psychology, also a co-founder of Your Millennial Psychologist. We are based in the Philippines, and we are currently occupying virtual space. We use social media platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok as well.
Our aim is to inspire, educate, and help aspiring psychologists and psychometricians.
Since one of our mission is to psychoeducate, we usually share updates by citing credible sources. And syempre, part of it is to entertain as well. That's why meron kami mga sinishare na witty and humor source post.
We also feature Humans of Psychology every Monday, where stories of people in the field of psychology are shared. So this can also be an instrument to further inspire others to pursue psychology and to be more aware of how psychology impacts and contribute to our personal lives. And in addition, we also have online streaming programs and YMP webisodes where we invite guests who are experts in the field of psychology. So topics discussed are usually ones that still remain taboo for others, and we aim to promote awareness and to normalize talking about topics that are relevant but some people find uncomfortable talking about.
Moreover, to further inspire aspiring psychologists and psychometricians, we share our own engagements in the practice of psychology.
and also by giving their thoughts and opinions, since we all learn from each other. So you learn from us and we also learn from you.
By simply sharing our page in their own social media platforms to increase the visibility in mental health and psychology-related matters. And also to give the aspiring psychologists and psychometricians a glimpse about our role as professionals and movers of the community.
Hi everyone, my name is Sam Macelo, one of the 3 executives of Talang Dalisay. I'm here today to tell you more about our organization, otherwise known as TD. We first started back in 2016 when our founder, Macy Lee, was inspired to act upon the mental health stigma in our country. She was actually inspired by her brother who has autism and the circumstances that he faced. And our journey from then until now has taught us extensively about the mental health advocacy. And while we are mainly based in Metro Manila, we are proud to say that we have recently opened chapters in different areas of the Philippines. These areas include Puerto Princesa, Davao del Norte, Batangas, and many, many more. To know if there's a chapter near you, you can simply check out our social media accounts and our website to see the features we have done on our regional directors. Now, Talang Dalisay was created for and by the Filipino youth. We really wanted to emphasize their perspective on the mental health advocacy. Because in the day and age of taboos on mental health and sayings of "you're too young to understand," we wanted to have an initiative wherein we could create clear conversations in our society about these issues. The youth are so often excluded from conversations like these in our world. And in order to address this, TD became an avenue for young advocates to become changemakers. We aim to create networks for people to be supported and find security in. Thus, some of the steps we have taken towards this goal is mainly centered around education and awareness, because we believe that's the first step in the mental health advocacy. Awareness and learning more about what this truly is. So we've had webinars, campaigns, and generally educating others on what mental health truly is. We've also had donation drives and fundraisers in order to provide funds to communities in need of them. You can avail of our services by simply checking out our social media accounts and our website to see the content that we have published for you to learn more about. Furthermore, when we do events, they are mainly interactive with our audience, so don't be shy to interact with us as well. While we are not currently accepting applicants to our team, we still wish to grow in our mental health advocacy. With this, and as aforementioned, we want to create a network. And one of the steps we wish to take in order to do this is to partner with consultation services, hotlines, and other forms of mental aid that our audience can refer to. If you are interested in partnering with us, kindly contact us through our email, for and by the Filipino youth. Let's work together towards the mental health advocacy. Thank you.
Hey, Janine Novella here. So hello, everyone. I don't know, I feel so awkward suddenly. But thank you so much, Mental Health PH, for having me. This is such a beautiful, beautiful event, and I'm so happy to be a part of it. Also, I found out that this event is in partnership with MindGames. So, hello, Chloe. I love you so much. I'm so proud of everything that you're doing. But anyway, they asked me to perform a song. They said, preferably about hope. And this is the first song that came into my mind because, you know, if you've ever listened to any of my songs, shameless plug, they're all about pain. They're all about sadness and heartbreak. And, you know, I just got tired of being the girl who was left behind. I just got tired of being the girl who was rejected, and I was tired of being, you know, the girl who was brokenhearted. And so this was the very first happy song that I wrote because I realized that, well, the lyrics of this song go, this is our song, the song of the brokenhearted and the song of the fire starters. Meaning, these are the same people singing the same song. Meaning, that just because I was brokenhearted did not mean that I couldn't be a fire starter. Because I realized that I am not my past. I am not my mistakes. And these negative events in my life are not my identity. That I could still do something great even if once I was broken. Basically, that's that's the song. Anyway, this is our song. I hope you like it. I know you're hurting, so am I. There's too much going on in my mind. My heart is aching, faith is quaking, but I can't shake this feeling of hope. This is a song, the song of the broken-hearted, the song of the fire starters. Let's live and not forget. Let's love with no regrets. Take hold of each moment, the good and bad. We move forward, never forget your past. My hands are shaking, dreams are waking, all of my old fears are breaking. We can do so much more than we've ever known. This is our song, the song of the broken-hearted, the song of the fire starters. Let's live and not forget. Let's love with no regrets. And let's dance, dance, dance. We can take a chance. We don't know what tomorrow brings. We can shout it loud and rise up, stand out. Who cares what the others think? Just go and do your thing. This is a song, the song of the broken-hearted, the song of the fire starters, a song, the song of the broken-hearted, the song of the fire starters. Let's live and not forget. Let's love with no regrets. Thank you.
Ayan, maraming salamat Janina Vela for performing your original music, Our Song. O di ba hindi lang sa kanya yung song, but then atin na rin siya. So,
Yes.
hati-hati tayo dyan. Okay, now what I get from our first set is building a community that's sharing and helping one another.
That's right, Naiko, and we are here, of course, to build each other up. More than taking care of ourselves, we live in a community we serve and live in. And as a community, we can create a ministry of presence to ensure one sense of belongingness, that everyone is accepted and feels listened to by society, no matter who they are, no matter where they come from.
Yes, that's right then, Makoy. And before anything else, isang shout-out din sa ating friends from the Association of Philippine Medical Colleges Student Network and the Association of Law Students of the Philippines. Thank you for tuning in. Now, ang susunod na mga organizations natin ay magkaiba ng approach sa usapin ng mental health, pero iisa sa pagsulong ng advokasiyang ito para sa komunidad. Ang Silakbo PH ay masugid na alagad ng sining at ginagamit ito para sa pagpapalawig ng mental health awareness. At ang Diwa Mental Health naman ay gumagawa ng mga paraan para maisulong ang cutting-edge concept for psychological and behavioral science to shape the public health and social policy. Alamin natin ang kanilang nais sabihin.
Hi everybody, my name is Dr. Ronald Del Castillo and I am the founder of Diwa Mental Health. Diwa is here in Manila and much of the work of Diwa is focused on in-depth research, on accelerating specific policy recommendations and implementation, and on providing concrete fact-based policies that all taken together promote mental well-being and solving social care problems. DIWA is really focused on three groups, adolescents and young adults, on marginalized and disadvantaged groups, as well as on workplace well-being. And all that taken together, the sort of the tasks as well as the target groups are driven by three pillars that I personally value. That is community-based mental health, also open-minded inquiry, as well as fresh thinking. And so the work of DIWA, because we value open-minded inquiry and fresh thinking, yes, we certainly advocate for evidence of research through journal articles and conferences and webinars and all these kinds of traditional routes. However, again, because we value fresh thinking and open-minded inquiry, it's exciting to translate research. For us, it's exciting to translate that work into creative means. So that could include writing opinion pieces for Rappler and the Daily Inquirer. That could be putting on an art exhibition. That could be doing podcasts, video essays, and all other many kinds of creative outlets. And I think that's important, and I think that's an area of advocacy for those listening out there, where we could advance research agenda on mental well-being and social care by translating them into other means and not always the traditional route of journal articles and research conferences and webinars and the like. And so at the end of the day, DIWA Mental Health is also about marrying science and the arts. And we are excited to do that. All right. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
Hi everyone. Kumusta? I hope you're enjoying the show. I'm Risa Coronel, the founder and president of Silakbo PH. Silakbo PH is an art and mental health organization that shares stories and art in the context of mental health awareness, as well as promotes mental health education through our social media platforms. You can browse past works and publications and find our database of mental health resources at www.silakbo.ph. We really focus on art because we believe in art for self-expression, as well as an effective way to reduce stigma. Through the artworks, the artist is able to portray their mental health messages, as well as their innate talents that show that they are definitely not less than those without mental health needs. We have a donation drive for health workers for the National Center for Mental Health called Tugon sa NCMH, in cooperation with Tala Mental Wellness, MentalHealthPH, and Buhay Community. You can find details on how to donate on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Silakbo's team is much more used to activities and events in person, so we tend to focus nowadays on partnerships and event guestings, but we're always looking for creative works relating to mental health. You can find submission guidelines for these at silakbo.ph/submit. Lastly, feel free to join our online communities. You can join our Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/silakbo.ph.group. And feel free to join our Discord at tinyurl.com/silakdiscord with small caps. That's all for now, and enjoy the show.
I stare at my reflection in the mirror. Why am I doing this to myself? Losing my mind on a tiny error. I nearly left the real me on the shelf. No, 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 no. Don't lose who you are in a blur of the stars. Seeing is deceiving, dreaming is believing. It's okay not to be okay. Sometimes it's hard to follow your heart. Tears don't mean you're losing. Everybody's bruising. There's nothing wrong with who you are. Who you are, who you are, who you are. Who you are, who you are. Who you are, who you are, who you are. Brushing my hair, do I look perfect? I forgot what to do to fit the mold. The more I try, the less it's working. Cause everything inside me screams no, 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 yeah. Don't lose who you are in a blur of the stars. Seeing is deceiving, dreaming is believing. It's okay not to be okay. Sometimes it's hard to follow your heart. This don't mean you're losing. Everybody's bruising. There's nothing wrong with who you are. Yes, no egos, fake shows like hope. Just go and leave me alone. Real talk, real life, good love, good night. With a smile, that's my home. That's my home. So lose who you are in a blur of the stars. Seeing is deceiving, dreaming is believing. It's okay not to be okay. Sometimes it's hard to follow your heart. This don't mean you're losing. Everybody's bruising. There's nothing wrong with who you are. Who you are, who you are, who you are. Who you are, who you are. Who you are, who you are, who you are. Who you are, who you are. Who you are, who you are, who you are. Who you are, who you are. Who you are, who you are, who you are.
Grabe! Thank you for that moving performance of Who You Are by Jessie J. Yuki, maraming salamat, Yuki Ito. At ngayon, let's see what's happening in other regions with PMHA Davao Chapter. Wow, representing the island of Mindanao. And of course, Tawag Paglaom. Isa itong 24/7 call-based hotline for mental wellness concerns in Central Visayas.
For today, I will be presenting to you the programs and services of the chapter. PMHA is a private non-stock non-profit organization dedicated to the promotion of mental health and prevention of mental disorders. We have been advocating mental health for the past 60 years. Currently, we are holding our office at Barangay 76A, Pag-asa Street, Phase 2 SIR Matina, Davao City. This is a government-owned property which was entrusted to PMHA chapter office so that we will be able to cater to more clients and reach different sectors of Davao City. There are threefold programs and services of PMHA. We have the EIS, CDS, and IS. For Davao City, we are focused on EIS and CDS only. EIS is the Education and Information Services, and for that, our activity includes print and broadcast media, where we partner with different local radio stations to be able to have a platform to continue reach different people and more larger population in terms of discussions on mental health issues. So this is intended especially for those individuals who cannot attend our face-to-face lectures and forums. No? We conduct orientation on PMHA program for the community, private schools, public schools, and government offices, as well as the private sectors. Currently, Davao chapter was able to reach different regions of Davao already: Occidental, Oriental, Del Norte, and Davao de Oro. So other mental health related activities that we have, of course, now the celebration of National Mental Health Week. Sometimes we do activities for the elementary and high school, and there are also variations of activities for college students. In order to enhance and to strengthen awareness in the student level, especially the college level, we have the Progressive Youth Association on Mental Health, or the PIAM Davao. This was initiated so that we'll have a more invitation for the students, and they will be more engaged in our activities. So we have a number of schools who are members of PIAM. So these are the programs and activities of our students from PIAM Davao. We also have our interagency linkages and network. Since Davao chapter is a NGO receiving subsidy from the city government, we make certain that any mental health related programs, launchings, activities, PMHA is there to support them. Also, we are active in the City Council as member of the council under the ordinance providing for a mental health program and delivery system in Davao City, which was already approved. Councilor Mary Josel Villafuerte. Ayan. So, active po tayong member sa council. For CDS, the Clinical and Diagnostic Services, we have psychiatric services and psychological services. We have on-call professionals that caters to the clients that we serve. Most of our clients comes from the referral agency from the city government. Now, these are from different rehabilitations and centers, drop-in centers of Davao City. This is our counterpart where we give free psychiatric and psychological services to chosen referred clients from the city government. We also refer clients to different agencies in Davao City if they needed a more extensive mental health services. That's our program here in Davao chapter. You may reach us in this number and send us emails also at davochapter.pmha@gmail.com. Also, we are active on Facebook. Again, this is Precious, the Chapter Executive Manager of PMHA Davao Chapter.
Hi! First of all, I'd like to thank Love Yourself and Mental Health PH for having me. Sa lahat po ng taong may pinagdadaanan po ngayon, just always remember that we can always make it. Para po sa inyo. When you get caught in the rain, know what to run. When you're distraught and in pain, without anyone, when you keep crying out to be saved, but nobody comes, and you feel so far away that you just can't find your way home. We can get there alone, it's okay. What you say? I can make it through the rain. I can stand up once again on my own, and I know that I'm strong enough to make. And every time I feel afraid, I hold tight to my faith, and I live dare give in. You will arrive safe and sound. So keep pressing on steadfastly, and you'll find what you need to prevail. Won't you stay? I can make it through the rain. I can stand up once again on my own, and I know that I'm strong enough to mend. And every time I feel afraid, I hold tight to my faith, and I live one more day, and I make it through the rain. And when the wind blows, shadows grow close. Don't be afraid. There's nothing you can't face. And should they tell you you never pull through, don't hesitate. Stand tall and I can make it through the rain. I can stand up once again on my own, and I know that I'm strong enough to mend. And every time I feel afraid, I hold tight to my faith, and I live one more day, and I make it through the rain. I can make it through the rain, and landed once again, and I live one more day, and you're gonna make it through the rain. Oh, yes, you can. You're gonna make it through the rain.
Ayan, maraming salamat Miss Katrina sa napakagaling na performance ng Through the Rain. Nakakapanghanga naman talaga. Actually sa backstage, nagle-lip sync din kami. Actually kumakanta na rin kami at napuputol na yung litid namin. Nahihingal na. Ibang klase, very talented, at wag natin kakalimutan yung message ng kanta, di ba? Alalahanin natin hindi lang sarili natin ang bibigyan natin ng kamalayan, maging ang komunidad natin ay dapat na bibigyang importansya at sapat na pag-aalaga. Through the rain nga, kumbaga, di ba?
Hi everyone, my name is Noel Kabigting and I'm one of the co-founders of Flourish Circle. So Flourish Circle is an idea that was born out of a conversation with two other friends of mine a few years ago, Sheila Tan and Chris Legman. We were at the end of this week-long weekend retreat, and at the time we were talking about possibilities for people to gather and talk about some of the struggles with regards to depression and anxiety, and to have a space that is supportive but is also empowering. So Flourish Circle is born out of that desire to provide spaces where people could feel safe to deal with their issues, to share about their stories, but at the same time be called forward, be given tools, and be called forward to an empowered life, to a fuller life. It is our belief in Flourish that depression and anxiety is just part of the person and not the whole person, and that there's always something in each one of us that is for healing, for wholeness, for growth, and we want to call that out, to nourish that, and given the right environment, the right people, the right support, that could happen. So Flourish offers a few things. We offer some campaigns online, and you could see that in our Facebook page where there are some information given. There are some programs there with Clea Torres about Flourish One on One about mental well being and really practical stuff we could get into. We offer a program. One of our main offerings is this online program of support where people are given a confidential space to deal with their anxiety and depression, but more importantly, a space where they're empowered to have tools for a thriving life, a life that thrives. Flourish also offers training programs, training for peer facilitators. So we are a community-based organization. We train people who are ordinary citizens, ordinary people who have a heart for this kind of thing. So if you want to know more about Flourish or if you want to be part of this movement, why don't you follow us on Facebook, like our Facebook page, and send us a message. We'd love to hear from you. And as we say, we flourish by trying every day.
Hi everyone, I am Dr. Christine Joyce Villero. I am a psychiatrist from the Center for Behavioral Sciences of Vicente Soto Memorial Medical Center. Tawag Paglaom Centro Bisaya is a Cebu-based organization that is under the Department of Health and Vicente Soto Memorial Medical Center. Unfortunately, we cannot divulge the team's exact locations due to its privacy policy guidelines in the organization. Tawag Paglaom is a 24/7 depression and suicide intervention hotline that helps and listens to people who are in need of emotional and psychological support. We cater to people who are in need of psychological first aid to help them carry out their day and lighten their heavy emotions. Importantly, we refer our callers to the right professionals to help them start proper treatment. Anyone can contact us through the numbers that will be flashed at the end of this video. You may also want to know more about the organization by following the official Facebook page of Tawag Paglaom Centro Bisaya. By simply sharing our numbers and promoting our posts, you can help increase our reach and help spread mental health awareness. These are simple methods, but it can make an impact and help make a difference. So if you can, please do not hesitate to share our numbers now.
Magandang hapon, ako si Roy Dahil, ang kasalukuyang Executive Director at isa sa mga co-founder ng #MentalHealthPH. Naniniwala kami sa #MentalHealthPH na mahalaga ang mental health at isa itong fundamental human right. We believe that everyone deserves to be seen, heard, supported, and protected. Nabuo ang MentalHealthPH noong 2016 na naglalayong ma-promote at maprotektahan ang mental health sa pamamagitan ng social media at digital technology. We envision a mentally healthy community where everyone feels supported to help themselves and others, where conversations about mental health is normalized, and that every institution, sectors, and local communities value mental health and recognize that it's everybody's business. Our advocacy is guided by our 3S framework and 3Os approach. We believe that for us to achieve a mentally healthy community, change must be done in the level of self, society, and system. We do this by maximizing social media and online digital technology, conducting on-ground activities, and strengthening collaboration for onward actions. On Facebook, we regularly create digital contents in the form of infographics, motivational posts, online events, and information drive on existing mental health services, while on Twitter, we conduct a regular Twitter conversation tagged as #UsapTayo. It happens from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., every 10s, 20s, and 30s of the month, or days of the month ending with 0, to remind ourselves that we want to zero the stigma and zero the suicide cases. We are also in close partnership with other social media platforms such as Instagram, Viber, and TikTok. Bago nagkaroon ng pandemic, nagpapadala din kami ng mga eksperto sa grupo para magkaroon ng mga talks o mag-conduct ng mga talks sa school, workplaces, and other strategic places that are less intimidating so everyone can speak freely about mental health and ask questions. Naging masigasig din ang #MentalHealthPH sa pagbuo ng mga local chapters para mas mapalalim pa ang unawa sa problema at usapin ng mental health sa iba't ibang lungsod sa Pilipinas. Naiimbitahan din kami sa iba't ibang consultation meetings na inoorganisa ng iba't ibang government offices. At kasapi din ang Mental Health PH sa mga international na mga organizations katulad ng United for Global Mental Health at iba pa. Simula nung nabuo ang organisasyon, 4 na taon ang nakakaraan, ay marami na ang nagawa at malayo na rin ang narating natin sa tulong ng mga compassionate at hardworking nitong mga volunteers. Subalit, marami pa at malayo pa ang landas na ating tatahakin. Gayunpaman, lahat tayo ay may pwedeng gawin kahit anong propesyon, edad, kasarian, lugar at estado sa buhay. May magagawa ka at may dapat kang gawin. Kaya inaanyayahan namin kayong makilahok at kumilos at sa tulong ng isa't isa, we can achieve a mentally healthy community.
Ay naaalala tayong dalawa. Kay sarap isipin na may kasama sa buhay pag bumaha. Subok na, halika na, sabay tayo sa payong ko. Hawak ka, kapit pa sa payong ko, magkasama tayo. Sukom na, halika na. Umikit, limutin ang problema. Hihintayin ang umaga. Magpahinga sa panaginip kay iligaya. Darating din ang umaga. Basta tayo'y magkasama, laging mayroong umaga. Kay ganda, pagkasikat ng araw, may dalang liwanag sa ating pangarap. Hindi ko na inakala pa na ika'y paririto. Ngunit salamat na lamang at dumating ka sa buhay ko. Basta tayo'y magkasama, laging mayroong umaga. Kay ganda, yakap ka, kapit pa walang liwanag sa ating pangarap. Haharapin natin. Subok na, subok na.
Love, are you okay? You don't have to pretend what your eyes are trying to say. Stay for a while, I'm willing to listen. What your heart is trying to hide. It's okay to cry. I'm right by your side. And close your eyes. Clear your mind. I'll hold you tight until you get through the night. Love, I am right here, and I always will be. You don't have to go through this alone. Breathe for a while. You have nothing to fear. Even your mind seems so unclear. It's okay to cry. Just take your time. Close your eyes. Clear your mind. I'll hold you tight till you get through the night. I will fight for you. Someday you'll see it through. And I promise you, someday you'll make it through. I hope you believe it's true. Close your eyes. Clear your mind. I'll hold you tight until you get through the night. Take my hand. Rest in me. I'll hold you tight until you get through the night. You
Ayan, maraming salamat sa inyong kantang Through the Night sa atin. Diba? From Through the Rain, from Miss Katrina kanina, ngayon naman Through the Night, maitatawid natin to. Sana maging through 2020 din, maitawid na natin hanggang sa mga susunod pang taon. O, diba? At napakagaling na mash-up ng Sukob Na at Umagang Kay Ganda ni Rog Cortez. Ibang klase, ramdam na ramdam mo yung lamig ngayon, diba, Makoy?
Oo, Naiko. At saka ang ganda nung rendition nila. Talagang tagos sa puso and meaningful, 'di ba? And alam mo, ang lamig ng kanilang boses, napakasarap pakinggan. And I'm very, very sure na nag-enjoy ang ating mga viewers. At talaga nga naman, napakaganda ng araw na ito, ng gabing ito. Dahil di lang natin nakikita ang ating sarili at society, ngunit pati na rin ang sistema. Pero bago tayo dumako sa ating third segment ng show, syempre, pasalamatan muna natin ang ating mga partners and sponsors.
Yes, tama ka dyan, Makoy. Tuloy PH, a community, and Symphony wouldn't be made possible without the help of SKPA Philippines, Filipinas Shell Foundation Incorporated, AIDS Healthcare Foundation, PhilHealth, the Champion Community Centers Network, MindGames by Claudia, MentalHealthPH, LoveYourself, and the Flourish Circle.
At syempre, sa mga viewers natin na nakatutok ngayon, don't forget, if you know more organizations, pwedeng nyo sila idagdag dyan sa link below na nakikita ninyo. And what you know can save lives. Let's not keep our viewers waiting, and to give us more enlightenment about our current mental health systems, maaari nyo po bang pindutin ang ating love button to show some love to our dear Dr. Bev Azucena.
Ang pandemya ng COVID-19 ay nagdulot ng iba't ibang epekto sa bawat Pilipino, lalong-lalo na sa ating mental health. Ito ay nagpapatunay lamang na walang kabuuang kalusugan kung walang kalusugang pangkaisipan. Ang National Center for Mental Health ay patuloy na gumagawa ng paraan upang makapagbigay ng dekalidad, available at accessible na serbisyo upang mapaunlad ang mental health at magdulot ng kaginhawaan sa bawat Pilipino. Sa simula pa lamang ng pagkakaroon ng COVID-19 virus, ang NCMH ay nagbukas na ng linya sa WeChat upang tugunan ang pangangailangan ng ating mga kababayan na naiwan sa Wuhan, China. Kaakibat rin ng Department of Health ang NCMH sa pagresponde sa mga overseas Filipino workers at mga kababayan natin sa iba't ibang quarantine facilities sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay ng mental health and psychosocial support. Ang telemental health naman ay ginawa para sa mga frontliners upang mabigyan sila ng psychological first aid. Inaalalayan din ng ating mga doktor sa pamamagitan ng telementoring ang ating mga frontliners na tumutugon sa mga pangangailangan ng kanilang komunidad. Sa ngayon, hangad namin na lalong mapag-ibayo ang aming serbisyo para sa lahat ng mamamayang Pilipino. Inilunsad namin ang e-konsultasyon para sa mga nangangailangang maeksamin ng mga doktor at ang e-kumustahan para sa virtual na pagdalaw ng mga mahal sa buhay ng mga service users na nasa ospital. Nananatiling bukas ang linya ng NCMH Crisis Hotline sa lahat ng oras. Amin pong inaanyayahan ang lahat na pangalagaan ang yaman nating kalusugan, lalo na ang ating mental health. At kung kinakailangan ay makipag-ugnayan sa mga profesional pagdating sa mental health. Hindi tayo kailanman mag-iisa. Tunay na may karamay po kayo. At kagaya ng ating pagtugon sa hamon ng COVID-19 sa pamamagitan ng bayanihan to heal as one, mapagtatagumpayan din natin ang mga pagsubok ng mental health sa pamamagitan ng sama-samang pagkilos. Kaya naman, kinakailangan natin sikapin na pagtibayin ang ating ugnayan. Lahat tayo ay kailangan magkaisa. Buong mamamayan, buong bansa, at buong pamahalaan para sa mental health for all. Kapit-bisi, balikatan, bayanihan.
is swimming in the grotto, we winning in the lotto, we dipping in the pot of blue flow. Getting so good, it's dripping, I don't would get a ride in the engine that could go. Batman robbing it, bang bang cocking it, Queen Nicki dominant, prominent. It's me, Jesse and Ari. If they test me, they sorry. Riders up like a Harley, then pull off in this Ferrari. If he hanging, we banging. Phone ringing, he slanging. It ain't karaoke night, but get the mic 'cause I'm singing. B to the A, to the N to the G. B to the A, to the N to the G. Hey.
Ayan, thank you to Vinyas Deluxe, Brigading Gigi, and Precious Paula Nicole, our Divine Divas, for that bang bang performance. Dapat nga ata talagang we create that loud bang. So more people will be more aware of our mental health advocacy. Now, we also invited the Department of Health to share with us kung ano naman ang perspective ng ating gobyerno sa usapin ng mental health. Napakaswerte natin dahil kahit busy silang puksain ang ating pandemya, tayo ay nabigyan ng kanilang kaunting oras para ipakita na our government is here for us. Please welcome Dr. Frances Priscilla Cuevas.
Thank you, Mental Health PH, Flourish Circle, Love Yourself, and MindGames for inviting us to join you in this online concert meant to promote mental health. Tuloy PH is an apt tagline, I think, to help us realize that even as we go through a lot of challenges brought about by the pandemic, life has to go on and should be lived with gratefulness and joy. The Department of Health is one with you in encouraging everyone to take care of themselves, not only physically, but also mentally, and to maintain a state of well-being. The government, of course, is cognizant of the fact that now, more than ever, the need to provide accessible and adequate mental health services is imperative. And we thank you that you are doing your own share. As an advocacy group, you are reaching out to so many people and telling them through this concert that they need to and can take care of their own mental health. The mental health law has given us leverage to request for greater investment for mental health, and we hope to put in place the necessary infrastructures and frameworks and put more resources to the provision of mental health services. So for those of you who need immediate care, we have hotlines that you can call, like the NCMH hotline, and we also have hotlines all over the country in the regional offices. You can access them through their regional health office contacts. And for those of you who want to consult, we have physicians at the primary care level, and that is the rural health units, who have been trained to help assess, manage, and treat mental health disorders and refer them accordingly. And most of all, of course, let us remember that help is available. All that we need to do is to be able to know where they are and access them accordingly. And please be reminded that God is still in control. God bless us all.
Thank you very much, Ms. Cuevas, for your assurance. of government support for the mental health advocacy. Right, Nico?
Yes. Yes, i-highlight lang natin dyan na sabi nga ni Ms. Cuevas na may karamay ka. Ngayong Mental Health Awareness Month, nagkaroon tayo ng mga online activities at isa na rito ang Makeup Transformation Contest na hinost ng Spaces Manila.
Yes, and speaking of contest, alam kong ito ay isa sa mga pinaka-aabangan ng mga viewers natin. At kung sino ang mananalo sa Tuloy Ka, nandito kami Digital Art Contest. It was released last October 9 and was officially closed on October 19. So parang 2 weeks din tumakbo yung ating contest, qualifying 9 equally exquisite digital art pieces.
Ayan, now the digital arts will be scored according to adherence to the theme with 35%, creativity and technique with 35%, artwork story or message with 15%, and reactions and shares with 15%, with a total of 100%. Ayan.
Bonggang-bongga. And judging the contest pieces are masters of their own artistry. Our judges include digital artist and conceptual photographer Nicola Cosme, arts advocate Ian Felix Arquiros, and of course, creative director and HIV advocate Jenna Maglinaw, and international exhibitor Dennis Dasco.
O diba, bigatin naman talaga. And speaking of bigatin din ang ating mga prizes for our winners. For our third place winner, we have 3,000 pesos. For our second prize winner, we have 5,000 pesos at tumataginting na 10,000 pesos for our first prize winner. Now, we will also award the social media star worth 2,000 pesos for the most number of reactions and shares on their artwork in the official post.
Bongga, talagang pasabog at paulan ng prizes para sa ating mga winners. So all artists will be receiving a digital certificate of participation and recognition.
Ayan, kaya eto na, wag na nating patagalin pa, Makoy. Ang ating social media star with a total of 2,079 reactions and shares, I see Miss Katrina Tobias. Ayan, congratulations, Miss Katrina Tobias.
Congratulations, Katrina Tobias. And moving on, winning the third prize of the Digital Art Contest Tuloy Ka. Nandito kami ay si Randy Bergantino. At eto si Randy Bergantino, ang ganda ng caption niya. Sabi nga, we can all be heroes all the time. All of us in the world has the power and capability to be a hero to those people who are fighting against their own minds and thoughts. So let us always show them that we are here and we are ready to help them get out of that situation and beat the monsters inside their minds. Napakabongga naman ito, Naiko. Congratulations sa iyo, Randy. Ikaw ay makakatanggap ng 3,000 pesos and a certificate.
Ayan, and now let's move on to our second placer of the Digital Art Contest. Tuloy Ka, nandito kami. Makikita natin yan dito sa ating screen. Ang nanalo ay siya ulit, si Miss Katrina Tobias. Once again, siya ang ating panalo for our second place. At ang sabi naman niya rito ay para sa mga taong takot ng kumatok muli sa maling mga pintuan, sa mga pusong naghahanap ng pangunawa at kapahingahan, sa paos ng mga tinig na hindi napakinggan, kami naririto para sa inyo. Nais naming ipaalala na walang sino man ang kailangang harapin ang buhay ng mag-isa. Ang kinabukasan ay naghihintay sumibol at kami masayang sasalubungin ito kasama ninyo sa inyong sariling panahon at kahandaan. Kapit bisig at walang iwanan. Ayan, Katrina will receive 5,000 pesos and a certificate. Congratulations, and that's a total of 7,000 pesos, di ba? Ibang klase din. Hakot awardee si Miss Katrina, di ba?
Hakot awardee, oo. Kumbaga sabi nga sa di ba, sa Miss Universe, hindi siya El Tocuyo. Oo, hindi siya El Tocuyo awardee. Talagang pang Miss Universe ang ni Katrina. Siyempre, eto Naiko, medyo pabitin lang tayo ng very, very light, no? Bago natin i-announce ang ating first prize. Pero syempre, let's first give credit to those who are behind this concert. Pasalamatan naman natin ang ating mga partners and sponsors, Naiko.
Yes, ang Tuloy PH, a community and Symphony wouldn't be made possible without the help of SKPA Philippines, Pilipinas Shell Foundation Incorporated, AIDS Health Foundation, PhilHealth, the Champion Community Centers Network, MindGames by Claudia, MentalHealthPH, LoveYourself, and the Flourish Circle.
Yan, maraming salamat sa ating mga partners and sponsors. At ngayon, dumako na tayo sa ating first prize winner for the Digital Art Contest. Tuloy ka, nandito kami. At ang ating first prize winner ay si Art Millian Don Don. Bonggang-bongga. Congratulations, Art Millian. At sa tingin ko, art's caption sums up what we're doing now. Ito yan, sabi nga, in this time of pandemic, more stories have yet to be told, including the stories of those living with mental health issues. The stigma surrounding mental health often makes it difficult to share how we are feeling, but it's the first step to get the support we may need. Share your story because it matters. You matter. Ang bongga. Dahil dyan, Art, dahil ikaw ang ating first prize winner, makakatanggap ka ng 10,000 pesos and a certificate. Congratulations, Art!
Bang klase, nagpapaulan tayo ng papremyo. Now, congratulations to all our artists, and all of you did a very great job in using your talent to promote a worthwhile cause. And just like you, here is a compilation of people who are vocal advocates of the mental health advocacy. Mental Health PH has a campaign called 40 Seconds of Hope, featuring personalities talking about their message of hope. Now let us all watch this.
There are times that we feel lost, we feel afraid, we feel empty, we feel numb, di ba? Pero lagi mo natatandaan that life always got your back. That's for sure.
Just a gentle reminder to everyone that no matter how life seems so difficult at times, always remember that bad days don't last.
I want you to know na kung ano man yung pinagdadaanan mo, kabayan, pasasan ba at lilipas din yan.
I want to send an encouragement. Life is a gift and alhamdulillah, we should make the most out of it.
All the feelings that you have, all the emotions that you're feeling, those are all valid, so don't be ashamed of it.
If you are willing to help yourself also to heal, gagaling at gagaling ka.
If nanggagaling ka man sa matinding challenges, try to share yung mabigat na damdamin mo dyan, share mo sa isang tao para ma-comfort ka nila.
As for the rest of us, we could help those who are struggling by, showing kindness, understanding, and love as much as we can.
Kaya tayo rin po ang magtutulungan, so wag po tayong mahiya mag-reach out kung kinakailangan po natin ng tulong.
Connect. Connect to your friends, connect to people that you trust.
Kung magre-reach out ka, makikita mo na maraming makaka-relate sa'yo, maraming makakaintindi ng pinagdadaanan mo, at marami ring willing na tumulong sa'yo.
There are always people there for you. There is always hope, love, and light at the end of the tunnel.
There are these people who are living because of you, will help breathe a new life and see the day with new hope.
There is always a divine picture, a bigger picture and purpose to your life.
Naniniwala ako na may mga tao na gustong tumulong at may mga tao na nagmamahal sa'yo.
Keep the faith. Kapit lang. Kaya mo yan.
Kaya dapat ituloy lang po natin yung laban. Huwag tayong sumuko.
Oo, nakakapagod. Pero huwag tayong sumuko. Magpahinga. Pero laban pa rin.
You are more than what you think of yourself, and naniniwala po ako na isa kang overcomer.
So I want you guys to remember that we as a people are anti-fragile because we go through hard times for the opportunity to come back even stronger.
You are strong and you are capable and you are bigger, much bigger than your problems.
Take in the bad weather, take in the good weather, and always remember that you are not the storm.
Sana'y isipin lagi ang tuldok-kuwit kapag may pinagdadaanan. Huwag tuldukan ang buhay. Sana araw-araw ay maging Suicide Awareness and Prevention Day.
At ang pinakamahalaga, you're more than enough. May karamay ka.
May karamay ka.
May karamay ka, kabayan.
May karamay ka.
May karamay ka.
May karamay ka.
May karamay ka. There's help. And there's hope.
Grabe, Naiko, and to all our viewers, that was amazing, and I was moved by their firm belief that there is sunshine every after. There is sunshine after every rain. Parang just to relate no with what's currently happening now. O kumbaga imagine nyo na lang sa loob ng 365 days. Hindi naman everyday malungkot, 'di ba? Or hindi naman everyday umuulan. Parang mas marami pa rin yung mga araw na may sunshine, 'di ba? Na kahit anong problema ang dumating, dadaan at dadaan lang 'yan, pero we will overcome, 'di ba? We will power through. Kayang-kaya natin 'yan malagpasan.
Through the rain. Through the rain, through the night, through 2020. Let's go.
Through 2020, laban lang ng laban. 'Di ba, Naiko? And to all our viewers, I know that our next and final speaker is an empowered and influential woman who has shown immense bravery, intelligence, and people skills to all the Filipinos. Kindly listen to her intently and show some love to the Vice President of the Philippines, VP Leni Robredo.
Hello everyone. I hope we are all keeping safe. Even before the arrival of COVID-19, the challenge of protecting the psychological well-being of our citizens has been evident. Our resources are limited, and the approach is largely still one that relies on institutionalization for treatment. This leaves so many people in communities vulnerable when natural disasters or times of crisis strike. When Typhoon Haiyan hit the Philippines 7 years ago, more than 800,000 people suffered various types of mental health conditions such as depression, severe anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder. And now that we face a new challenge in the form of COVID-19, the urgent need to invest in our mental health is underscored once more. The National Center for Mental Health reported receiving an average of 30 to 35 calls per day from March to May of this year. This is more than double compared to an average of 13 to 15 calls per day from May of 2019 all the way to February 2020. And these are people who have actively sought help. There could be so many more who suffer in silence. Beyond the gaps in physical, institutional, and human resources stands a larger cultural divide about accepting mental health in our country and in other parts of the world. There is still a perception that mental health struggles are a form of weakness or an embarrassment to one's family. This discourages help-seeking behavior, which then makes data inaccurate and compromises the ability of willing doctors and health professionals who wish to help. I believe that the path to healing begins with honesty and openness. We must begin defaulting to empathy. Thanks to the efforts of so many tireless advocates, health professionals, and allies in government, the Philippines now has its first true mental health law. It mandates additional resources for mental health programs, increased mental health education in schools, and the strengthening of mental health services at the community level. All three components are vital, not just in the face of the pandemic, but towards giving mental health the same level of prominence, acceptance, and love as physical health. I salute and support our march today, and you can always count on my support in campaigning for better mental health. The things we need to invest in are in front of us. Strengthen our community-based mental health services, as well as our mental health services in hospitals. Provide support for those who wish to become mental health professionals. And most of all, encourage others to share their mental health struggles and treat them with acceptance and the dignity they deserve. Just as COVID-19 demands all elements of society to harmonize, come together, and move forward as one, building a better normal means constantly recognizing that no single area of human health is more important than another. The task before us now is to constellate our approach, to expand our circles and find ways to work together, to collaborate even more deeply, and to rise to our challenges even more compassionately. I have no doubt that with you in lockstep with everyone else who shares our values, we will march. every day without fail towards a better, more inclusive future. Maraming salamat. May we all have a peaceful, safe, and happy Mental Health Day.
Ayan, maraming salamat po, VP Lenny. And you really made this concert more impactful with your grace. As we come to an end, let me just say that we are our best friend. Let's continue having great relationships with ourselves, so we'd be able to share it with others as well. Now, don't forget, if you know more mental health organizations, add them through the link below. Ako po ulit, si Naiko Bautista.
At syempre, Naiko, napakasayang gabi na makasama ka bilang isang co-host dito sa Tuloy PH. And maraming salamat also, Naiko, at sa ating mga viewers sa inyong oras ngayong gabi. At bago ko ibigay ang huling barahan ng concert na ito, bigyan niyo po muna ako ng time to say thank you for listening to our concert the entire time. Salamat sa inyong pagstay. That's all what we need to do, to listen to the symphony of our minds, to listen to ourselves, our family, and our friends. And if we think that harmony is lost, seek help because there is one in everyone. I am McCoy, and may I present to you our closing performance, Ebe Dancel.
Hi, my name is Ebe Dancel. I'm very happy to be with you today. Tuloy PH.
Kung buo na iyong pasya, natalikuran ng lahat, may magagawa pa ba? Paglaban ka, makikinig ka ba? Sa dapit hapon ng pag-ibig natin, kita kayang iwan. Kung buo na ang iyong pasya, sapat ang pag-ibig na tapat, lahat lang ibigay habang buhay sa dapit hapon ng pag-ibig natin, hindi kita kayang iwan. Dahil may niling pang ating bituin, kung may tulay ay tatawirin. Dahil umiikot pa ang mundo, ang puso ko'y sa'yo. ang puso ko'y sa'yo at sa'yo. Sa dapit hapon ng pag-ibig natin, hindi kita iiwan. Sa dapit hapon ng pag-ibig natin, hindi kita kayang iwan. Oh,
Thank you. Now, we all know how special or important this month is, especially for mental health. Being an advocate myself, this means being open about what people go through, especially in this time of the pandemic. For instance, I couldn't sleep for 2 weeks at the beginning of the lockdown. I kept waking up 3, 4 in the morning, just lost, because things were going really well. And then when the pandemic struck, the world just seemed to stop. And it took a while for me to recover. I still have bad days, not so pleasant mornings. But through prayer and the help of family and people who love me, people who make me feel that I matter, there's always a reason to go to bed and wake up more hopeful the next day. Mga kaibigan, so always listen to each other, treat each other with compassion, kindness. Better days are coming, but we have to work for them. Nais ko rin magpasalamat sa LoveYourself Inc. para sa imbitasyong ito na tumugtog sa Tuloy PH, continuing wellness in the Philippines. Let's all keep being here for each other. Thank you.
Sa pagkumpas ng iyong kamay, aking landas ginagabay, gisang tiyak sa 1,000 duda, silo sa iyak at pagluluksa. At kung puso ko ay imamapa, ikaw ang dulong, gitna at simula, nanap din kita. Hanap din kita. Sa bawat kailan pabalik sa'yo. Kay tagal nang lumulutang, walang pupuntahan, walang dahilan, na parang ulap na walang dalang ulan, kamang walang kumot at unan. Bihag ako ng pagtataka kung may saysay ba ang paglalakbay, ngunit nahanap din kita. Nanatin kita. Maligaw man at mawala, lumikot man sa kawalan, sa bawat kilay sinutsan, ikaw lamang ang kasagutan sa aking bawat kanan at kaliwa. Kung timog man o hilaga, ang bawat daan ko ay patungo, pabalik sa'yo. Sa'yo. At kung ang puso ko ay imamapa, ikaw ang dulo, ang gitna't simula. Ikaw, ikaw.
Stay safe. We will see each other again.